what made it worse was that the beautiful woman who had previously shown interest in Joseph happened to pass by. She never expected him to be such a pervert. The old lady dashed toward them at a 100-meter sprint, snatched up an umbrella, and began beating them furiously. In a panic, the two finally managed to separate, but then they slipped on the ground and rolled straight down the slope. When they got back on their feet, the stand-using assassin sent by Dio had already been waiting for them for some time. Seeing the opponent casually smoking a cigarette, Joseph immediately signaled Abdul to flank him from left and right, but Mariah showed no sign of panic because everything they did was within her expectations. Suddenly, a rumbling sound came from the railway tracks. Joseph sensed trouble. Not far away, a train was speeding toward them. Joseph quickly told Abdul to burn the tracks, but that would surely derail the train and cause heavy casualties. Seeing that they were about to be crushed into pulp, at the critical moment, Joseph used Hermit Purple to grab a wooden post beside the tracks, intending to pull both of them off the rails with his own strength. But even exerting all his might, the two couldn't move an inch. What was worse, due to the immense pulling force, the wooden post snapped in two. It was completely over now. The train ran straight over them. Barring any accident, they would surely be flattened into pancakes. But unexpectedly, Abdul had used Magician's Red to dig a large pit beneath the tracks. Mariah was furious at this sight. Seizing the moment, Joseph used Hermit Purple to coil around Mariah's neck. Yet, facing the two-pronged attack, Mariah revealed an eerie smile. The next moment, Mariah's chest suddenly began to swell wildly, and countless screws shot out from under her clothes. Driven by magnetism, the screws flew toward the two like bullets. Joseph was instantly riddled with holes. Seeing this, Abdul immediately summoned Magician's Red to melt the screws. Mariah took the chance to put some distance between them, but Joseph wasn't worried about her escaping. Based on what had happened, her stand ability must operate within a certain effective range, though Queen could cancel the ability. What Joseph disliked most was running away. Then Joseph slammed his palm onto the ground. In the next moment, a small city map appeared clearly. Mariah was heading toward a dead end. All they had to do was split up, one at the front and one at the back of the intersection, and they could successfully capture her. After briefly explaining the plan, the two set off separately. Yet the capture process was not easy. The closer they got to the target, the stronger the magnetism became. Both of them had various metal objects clinging to their bodies. Bottles, engagement rings, and even an old man's dentures stuck to them. Soon they were weighed down by all sorts of heavy objects and could barely move. Seeing this, Mariah began to mock them. But when she turned around, she saw Abdul already blocking her way. Still, Mariah was unfazed. In fact, she burst into laughter. The next second, she threw a knife, cutting down a high-voltage power line. Driven by magnetism, the live wire quickly lashed towards the tube. At the critical moment, Abdul summoned Magician's Red to melt the wire. But Joseph fared worse. He could only use his vines to temporarily wrap around the wire. Abdul wanted to help, but a car crashed straight onto him, just as they seemed about to die. Joseph and Abdul suddenly, in perfect sync, let go of their holds. Propelled by the powerful magnetism, the two shot forward like speeding cars, and crushed the assassin into a pancake.